But
Holy.
you're on IR.
Injury reserve.
Like I know we're having a fun
Yeah.
time with the Pumpkin Green Cold
Yeah.
Brewers. Like we're still gonna try and beat around the bush.
Yeah.
But
I think
four walls
yeah.
therapy right now. You haven't played. Like we haven't gotten to hear from Taylor Lewan about the injury. There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
We do the whole RIP thing out there. We do all this stuff. People are super curious, like where your head's at, like all this different stuff. Because obviously, like you've had that up and down these last few years. You've been battling, and everybody has been thinking about you.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. I think there's a lot more positive out there than negative as far as support goes, and I do appreciate everyone saying something, especially the boys in the back sending text. Willie, obviously, you've been an absolute rock for me, and I appreciate you for that. When I tore my ACL in 2020, October 2020, I was like on this fucking mission to get back as fast as possible and do everything I possibly could do right. Last year during the season, I had issues. My knee was swelling up. I was always feeling pain in there, and I was like, I don't know what the deal is. And it turns out this year, I found out that there are things with my knee going on now that are, I guess it's tough. You don't really know what to say, but like a direct correlation to what happened when I got my knee done. And so I have to go and get my knee fixed to be able to play football or to live like a normal life just in general. So
Right.
there's not a whole lot I can go into for reasons I can't talk about right now, but I promise that when I am able to talk about everything, I'm an open book. I'll literally say everything that needs to be said and go from there. But the best I can say about this is this is not a new injury. It's the same injury that happened to last for 2 years.
So you got to fix your knee again.
I got to fix my knee. So I'm leaving tomorrow morning. That's Tuesday to fly to LA. Dr. Elatrosh is going to fix my ACL, and I'll be done for the season.
Spooky, bro. I feel like
that's
stuff
fucking
happens,
heartbreaker.
it's
I
always
know.
fucking spooktober.
There's a level. There's two like thoughts. There's like obviously the pessimistic version of like, damn, like I had all these goals and aspirations, and I felt so outstanding going into the season. I felt like everything was going to be back to normal, and week 1 went great, and from a individual standpoint, and then week 2 happens, and that sucks, and it makes you question a lot of things. It makes you question about your future and where you are in your life and how old you are, and all these different things come like mushing in your head. And then there's the optimistic side of me that's like, when I found out all this information about my knee, there was a level of relief knowing that I did everything I possibly could to be back, like as far as like training, diet, even being aggressive with my sleep and how much I sleep during the day. You're pretty well, what I do on a day-to-day basis for the most part. And so that has been like knowing that I've done everything I possibly could and didn't shortcut anything, and this is still the outcome. There's a level of being able to live with that and knowing that, okay, like this wasn't my fault. I didn't skip any steps in the process to get better. It just was something out of my control that was unfortunate. And so I know it's very vague.
On it like regret.
Yeah, there's no because I did everything I could. I probably did a little more than I should. There was, my daughter, my youngest daughter Willow was born in July, and I tore my ACL in October back in 2020. And for like that year, my daughter really didn't know me. She just saw some dude walking around the house, and I was so constant and wasn't really around as a husband or a father, and that was like a really difficult thing. And I put in, especially this offseason, so much work into her and I's relationship to where it's a way better. But there were points there where she really didn't know who I was because I was so focused and just making sure that I came back and did what I was supposed to do on the football field. And unfortunately, there's things that happened last year. I know week 1 happened, but there was also several other games where you see things happening, and I pride myself on being able to like slow down the game. As you play it for a long enough time, you're able to see things slower, and I can see like a guy like Chandler Jones who does things on like a step cadence, like 1, 2, 3, bull, 1, 2, and then you can see kind of what his progression of his pass rush is going to be, and being able to see certain things, knowing they're going to happen, and not being able to stop it. It was just it was extremely frustrating, and so I just got to get this thing fixed, get it right. And definitely going to take a whole different approach this year. Like I'm not putting so much stress on myself as far as like how fast I need to recover or anything like that. Like I just want to make sure that my family's good. I enjoy doing this and then support the boys as much as possible.
Yeah, I know. Like, and you said the timeline thing. I remember when you first tore your ACL a couple years ago, you were like, wanting to be back and like fucking for like the fastest ACL.
Yeah.
Like you're right. Like I know you're saying all this stuff, and people want to hear what you got to say. And sitting here, You know, you don't have to tell me, like, I've had to sit and, like, at times you were like, yo, this motherfucker's just so wrapped up in doing everything. I mean, you would come the day before my wedding. You didn't go to the bachelor party. Like, that, I'm not like opening stuff up.
Yeah.
I'm not opening that stuff up for
Working
like
this part
jokes
up
and
this
everything
month.
else. But I'm talking about how serious you were, like, getting back to stuff. I
Yeah.
know when my heart was kind of like when that happened, and it's like, damn, he might have fucked up his knee again and stuff like that. And you're just like, I know my heart was going out to you just because you know how much work that you've put into this thing, especially because, you know, and you can answer this if you want to, but I just think in the last few years that you've wanted to, you know, just be the fucking guy that that you wanted to be, that
But I once
Titans,
was.
that the play, your teammates, your coaches, fucking the fans, like, because I know you put a lot of that pressure on yourself because you don't want to just seem like, you know, you know you're not the guy who's just like you come and get paid and then do everything you can to not play type of thing. Like
Yes,
there's a
CNC.
level like when yeah when you're up and down, like I feel like that would be the stress that I would put on myself. Be like, fuck man, like I just want to fucking be the dude that everyone knew I once was, that I know I can be, and this injuries and shit just keep like jumping in the way.
Yeah, the frustrating thing about it the most is like this is like the only injury I've ever had. Like I've been hurt before, obviously, and missed a game here or there, but like this is the only injury I've had to get surgery on ever in my life, and it's frustrating that it's taking multiple years at this point just to get things fixed and figured out. And I just wish I there's I will be more open to talking about it way more when
Yeah,
I'm able to, but right now I just can't for reasons that we've talked about off camera. And I know that there's so many things I had to sacrifice. I chose to sacrifice that I probably shouldn't have, like I talked about with my daughter, and then not going to your bachelor party, that type of stuff. It's like
friendship.
our friendship, and so now I got to be like, I'm staring down another rehab, and it's like I'm not going to make those same mistakes. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to enjoy all this and make sure that if it gets fixed correctly, it gets fixed correctly, then I'm good. And if not, then it is what it is, dude. I'm over trying to control what I can't control. And that's like the thing that unfortunately I had to go around a second time to learn.
Yeah.
Obviously I haven't got the surgery yet. I might just change my mind immediately.
Are we gonna see Jerry Ainsworth again?
No, he's dead.
Okay.